Hello, my name is Monique and I'm so happy that you're here today. You might not know me, so let me tell you just a couple of things about myself. I really like getting outside and noticing nature and exploring, and I like helping children to get outside and notice nature. I really like reading and I like doing yoga. And I thought today maybe we could do all of those things together and head out on a very special adventure. Are you ready? We are going to begin our adventure by reading a book called Walking Through the Jungle by Debbie Harter. Walking through the jungle, walking through the jungle. What do you see? What do you see? I think I see a lion roar, chasing after me, chasing after me. Floating on the ocean, floating on the ocean. What do you see? What do you see? I think I see a whale, whoosh, chasing after me, chasing after me. Climbing in the mountains, climbing in the mountains. What do you see? What do you see? I think I see a wolf, howl, chasing after me, chasing after me. Swimming in the river, swimming in the river. What do you see? What do you see? I think I see a crocodile, snap, snap, chasing after me, chasing after me. Trekking in the desert, trekking in the desert. What do you see? What do you see? I think I see a snake chasing after me, chasing after me. Slipping on the iceberg, slipping on the iceberg. What do you see? What do you see? I think I see a polar bear chasing after me, chasing after me. Grr. Running home for supper, running home for supper. Where have you been? Where have you been? I've been around the world and back. I've been around the world and back. And guess what I've seen? Guess what I've seen? The end. So are you ready to go on an adventure and go around the world? Let's go. All right, so the only thing you need for this adventure is a little bit of space and a little bit of imagination. So let's go. We are going to start by standing because we have some really tall grass to get through. So what I want you to do is lift up your knees really high, and we're going to lift our arms up really high because we do not want to get tangled up in that tall, tall grass. Keep going. Keep walking. Keep those knees up high. We just have a little bit longer to go. And stop. So we have walked to the edge of a forest, and I see some really tall trees. So we're going to stand very tall like a tree. So how tall can you get? Nice and tall and strong. And trees also have some really good balance. So you can stretch your arms out like the branches, really long branches. And if you're feeling strong like a tree and that you have good balance, you can try lifting one foot. And you can try putting your foot, resting it on the side of your knee. Good job. Okay, so we're gonna walk just a little bit more. Not too far though. Get your knees up really high. And do you know what I see up in those tall, tall trees? Monkeys. So here's how we're gonna be monkeys. You're gonna try to keep your legs straight, and you're gonna reach your hands down to the floor, because monkeys like to stick up their long tails, don't they? So we're gonna jump like a monkey, trying to keep your legs straight so you can point your tail up, and we're gonna make our monkey noises. Are you ready? Here we go. Ooh, 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 ee, 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 ee. Let's hear your monkey noises. Ooh, 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 ee, 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 ee. Good job. All right, let's get away from these monkeys. Let's walk a little bit more. And do you know what we see now? Hiding back there in the tall grass and in the trees is a lion. So you can come down to your knees. And we're going to put your hands on the floor in front of you. And we're going to scrunch up your shoulders because we are big, strong lions. And we're going to give a really loud roar. And when you roar, you can stick out your tongue. So yes, you can actually stick out your tongue. Are you ready? Here we go. Rah! Let me hear your loud lion roars. I want the whole jungle to hear it. Here we go. Rah! Good job. So we've been sitting here in the grass being lions, but do you know what else I see in the grass? It's hiding really down low and it's easy to miss. Snakes. So we're gonna lie on our bellies. And you're gonna go down as low as you can so you can hide in that grass. And then we're gonna push up gently. And do your best snake hiss. All right, let's hide in that grass again. Let's get down really low. And here we go. Let's do that one more time. Are you ready? Hide in that grass. Good job. Come on up. You can sit on your bottoms. We're gonna sit crisscross. Actually, what we're gonna do is put the bottoms of our feet together. Can you do that? It's okay if your legs are out farther, or you can pull them in close to your body if you can. And then these are our butterfly wings. So what we're gonna do is just kind of gently flap our wings, just like butterflies. Not too fast, just nice and gentle. And we're gonna just flutter around the grass for a little bit. Nice job. There's another really big animal though. He's big and gray, and he has a really long nose. An elephant. So we're gonna be elephants. So we're gonna make our long trunk by putting our hands down, grasping your fingers, and we're gonna let our long trunk swing down, and we're gonna take big, heavy steps, just like an elephant. Can you do that? Do you have a really long trunk hanging down? Swing that trunk back and forth. And if you want to make elephant sounds, you can. Ready? Swing that trunk back and forth. Big, heavy steps. Let's make an elephant sound one more time. Are you ready? Good job. But I think now we're going to head to some water. Are you ready? So let's walk just a little bit, not too far. We're going to come to the edge of a pond. At the edge of that pond, I see a crab. So we're gonna sit on our bottoms, and you're gonna put your hands behind you, and you're gonna lift your bottom right up. You know what crabs do? They walk backwards. So it's a little tricky, but if you can walk all around. Backwards, you can go frontwards too. Crabs can move all over the place. Good job. And you know what else I see near the edge of a pond? Frogs. Do you guys ever see frogs? Do you ever like to catch frogs? If you do, I hope you're gentle and I hope you put them back. So to be a frog, we're gonna get up on our toes. You're gonna have your heels up just a little bit. So on your toes, and we're gonna bounce and we're gonna get ready to hop like a frog. Are you ready? And I wanna hear your frog sounds too. Here we go. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. And you bounce a little bit more. And are you ready for some more hops? Here we go. Ribbit. Ribbit, ribbit. Good job. And you know what? We're gonna go in the water now. I see some fish. Are you ready to be fish? So you can lay right down on your backs. It's a little tricky, but I think you can do it. Are you ready? So you're gonna put your hands kind of under your bottom. And fish take big gulps of air, don't they? So we're gonna take some big gulps of air and you're gonna puff up your chest. So here we go. Just a little bit. It feels funny, but you can do it. Here we go, a couple more. Good job. I'm gonna have you stay here for a sec because I think it's time for us to head home. But we're gonna get home a very special and kind of silly way. We're gonna walk on the ceiling. So I want you to put your legs up straight and we're gonna start moving your legs back and forth like you're walking on the ceiling. I think we're almost there. Are we there yet? I think we're home. Go ahead and put your feet down and go ahead and just relax. We're gonna take some deep breaths because we did a lot of walking and we saw a lot of things, didn't we? So take a deep breath through your nose and we're gonna blow it right up through your mouth. Let's do one more. Okay. Go ahead and sit up. So on all our adventures, we went a lot of places and we got pretty dirty. So we need to get washed up. So how we're gonna get washed up is we are going in the washing machine. And remember, this is just pretend. You can't do that really at home because that's not safe, is it? But we can pretend. So here's how we're gonna get washed up. You're gonna put your hands on your shoulders and we're gonna swish back and forth inside the washing machine. Here we go. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Are you almost clean yet? I think I am. A few more times. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. And now that we've gone through the washing machine, we're clean, but we're also wet. So we're gonna get dried off. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go in the dryer. And again, this is just pretend. Hands out in front of you. You can make kind of light fist. And we're gonna tumble around in that dryer. Tumble, 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 go around and around and around. And if you're really, really wet, you can go really fast and get all that water out and get dried off. Are you almost dry? I think I'm dry. All right. But now I think we have had quite an adventure, haven't we? So we're gonna relax just a little bit. You can get onto your knees and we're just gonna go forward. We're gonna rest your forehead on the ground. And you can put your hands down by your side and just take some nice, deep, slow breaths. How about 2 more? Well, that was fun. Thank you so much for going on an adventure with me. I hope that we can have more adventures together. Bye.